I'm hoping someone on the Lakers staff goes to YouTube and watch the extended Jump OT segment because they're going to need it heading into Saturday night's primetime showdown. James Harden averaging 57.5 points over his last 2 games without a single assist on that, by the way. So, Brian, over under that James is going to go 50 on the Lakers.
Can you believe that this is a question that you can ask with a straight face and ask me for a legitimate answer?
And the answer is?
I'm going over. I'm going over. First off, he's home. Second off, they're coming off a loss. The Lakers are going to be feeling themselves a little bit after that win in Oklahoma City. I don't know who they're going to guard him with.
You know what? I like my game plan because the Lakers have 3 guys that can protect the rim. They got 3 shot blockers, Tyson, JaVale McGee,
and he's going to go into all of them and get to the line 24 times.
I think they have the length and the size with their guard, Caldwell Pope, Ingram. These guys can defend him out on the perimeter. They can force him into the lane.
Yeah.
And I think cause some difficulty because they do have shot blockers.
We have almost never seen a stretch.
I'm going under.
Certainly in my lifetime, we have never seen a stretch of basketball offensively played by one player like this. And I understand that there are reasons for it. There are the way that
T-Mac said, the rules are different.
The rules
than
are
when
different.
Scottie played.
His usage rate is like 94%. And I understand that this is not the way you play basketball for 82 games, much less into the playoffs. But right now, what we are seeing is special. And I'm not taking anything off the table for this man.
It
is very special, but I think these young Lakers realize that tonight they can do something real special.
I mean, look, if they walk into Oklahoma City and pull out the win the way they did, if tomorrow they walk into Houston and beat the Rockets after beating the Warriors.
Beating them has nothing to do with whether he gets 50 points.
No, I understand.
That's not what I was asked.
I'm going to Scottie's point, though. If they pull that off, then it becomes what we're talking about at the top of the show. Is this a trend or is it a one of 82? That would be impressive. I can't say the gamblers are favoring.
What about Monday against the Warriors?
That's a whole nother issue. Brian, I want to get back to LeBron, though, because you and I were talking about this after the show yesterday. This injury was listed as day-to-day. LeBron put out a tweet after the MRI. Woo, dodged the bullet, sheesh, the whole routine, right? I don't understand why we have now had Rich Paul, his agent, saying we always knew this was a 3 to 6 week injury or something. I'm confused.
What we have here is a failure to communicate, which is putting it kindly, because what we also may have is straight up obfuscation. Because if they were serious, first off, the Lakers have never used the word week, ever. They said day to day, okay?
By the way, is that your fancy way of saying lying?
Yes.
They were lying to us?
Yes, it was a canard. I mean, I'm not... So it's a prevarication. It's either that they were not truthful, or this injury is worse than they thought it was, which is fine. I mean, he's 34 years old. He's never had an injury like this before. If it's just taken longer to get back, then that's just taking longer to get back. But when you have the team saying one thing, and you have his agent Rich Paul on the record saying this was a 3 to 6 week injury from day one, especially in the era right now where there's more of a demand for transparency because of the betting on these games and over-under totals and stuff like that, that the NBA is fully embracing. This is a worrisome thing. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how many games he's missed because all that matters is when he comes back at this point. But when you look at the big picture, you know, even the Lakers' latest statement on this, they made a statement that he is going to practice in a week. I've never even heard of a press release where they say a guy is going to practice in a week. Even that is odd. This whole thing has been handled oddly, and I don't know why, but it's just not quite what we
Do you think they were or not being truthful, Scottie, or do you think that the injury just kind of didn't heal as quickly as they thought? Maybe it's worse than they thought? I think for the
Lakers organization, they're just playing this by feel.
Okay.
You know, as we get older in this league, we don't heal as fast. So you really can't put a timetable on any player, but especially a guy like LeBron. An older player, played a lot of minutes, played a lot of games. There's no player who's played in the last 8 years more games than a guy like LeBron James. So it wouldn't be surprising to me if they shut him down till All-Star break because he could use the rest.
You don't think he'll play before the All-Star break?
I mean, if the young Lakers are playing the way that they've been playing and they keep improving, there's no reason to bring him back.
Do you want to do my routine for me about LeBron's only getting older? Or
Well, it's totally fine if this injury is just more serious. Just say that. Just say that he's not. Don't try to go back and change the narrative, because that makes people start to scratch their head a little bit.